Hello, Bula and Waya, and welcome. It is Tuesday, and I hope you had a great day today, whatever time zone you're watching me from. This is Maple coming to you live from the comfort of my home. Um, I know it's like 9:35 p.m. And from wherever you're watching from, I welcome you here, and I hope um, that you are enjoying the the December, um, the season of joy, peace, and yeah, and looking forward to getting Christmas gifts ready for family, and finding time to be here. And so I hope that whatever I have to share today will encourage you in your journey as well as be of value to you. And so, as you can see, our theme today, as it's written, God's peace and digital stability and encouragement for families. So, yes. And so today is Advent Day 2. And the word for today is peace. And I think this is something we all need in this season, is to have peace because it can be very busy. I remember there are times when the Christmas season, it's like it just got so busy that we hardly had time to even, it's just so much happening. Um, and I never realized how busy it was. But there's always, it's always good to find time to take time to not be get overwhelmed during this busy season. Lots of sale, we just had a like Thanksgiving, a Black Friday sale, and it can be very overwhelming for some people. Just trying to keep up um, with all these promotions and all, but but I think this is something we all need in this season, and that is to just take a deep breath, relax, and have and be at peace. Because today's Advent word is, I wanted to share that we're going to talk about peace and God's peace, the digital stability and encouragement for families. And not the kind that comes from having, um, everything perfect, but the kind that meets you right where life feels messy, uncertain, or overwhelming. Know that peace isn't the absence of problems. Of course, there's problems. Sometimes it's things that are out of our control, but it's the presence of God in the middle of them. So when it's that quiet whisper saying you don't have to carry this alone. And so I I want to share this because, even during this Christmas season, the rushing, the list of things to buy, the emotions, the expectations, God's peace shows up like, um, I can say, a warm light. I'm looking at my light right here, and yeah, and it's just like showing up with warm light. It settles, your spirit. It softens that pressure. Sometimes we feel pressured to do things, um, and it reminds you that every detail in your life is held in His hands, and that peace anchors us in waiting. That peace steadies us in change, you know, and peace fills the places we don't have answers to. So just imagine, there are times when we pray about things, or we are working on something that we are trying to figure out an answer to, sometimes it can be really stressful to just try and figure things out. But that is when that peace fills that place that when we don't have the answers for. And just knowing that, letting go and let God be in control, or knowing your limit and letting God intervene, beyond the strength, beyond the ability that we have. And so tonight, I pray that you feel that peace right where you are. Just be at peace. Um, and and so, as I think about peace, one thing my husband and I are deeply grateful for in is that the financial peace this digital business has brought into your life. So, if you're watching me for the first time, this go live that I do every day is part of my digital business. Um, just sharing with you a business model that can work for anyone that is looking for a way to earn online, um, and having to be able to balance the work life balance and still um, earn, and with an automated system that is working even when you're sleeping. So this is why I like to share that part of that piece, that financial piece in this digital business has brought into our lives. Of course, we are still working full time, but the job, the profession that we have, there'll come a time when we'll retire from it. And something that will continue to work for us is a business that we have started. And so, um, the digital, that digital peace and stability, that digital income is becoming one. I can say that it is becoming one of the fastest growing forms of stability, um, for families today, for those who are earning with integrity. Now, you know, I can say that because there is earning, there's digital business, there's lots of it. But if you're not careful to choose wisely and be in a community that earns with integrity, then, you may fall on the business that will only care um, about certain things that does not involve what you value. And that is one thing that I have found that I can um, openly say here, that this business even works around my values and my faith. And so here's the truth, learning one new skill can open doors you never imagined. And I tell you, I'm just sharing what I have experienced here, that learning a new skill, these computer skills, the creating these go lives, the contents, and all the things that I've learned here. These are all new skills to me. But now I have learned to adapt it and use it in such a way that I can um, share a business model that is working not just for me, but for so many of us, working parents, um, from different all walks of life. Those with families, those who are still young and single, and as long as you're 18 years and above, you can do this business, and you're never too old to do it. And so we started with no experience, just a desire to build something that would give us more time, more options, and more peace and more stability for our children and grandchildren. We don't know what life will be like in the next 5, 10 years. The economy, how it is changing every now and again. The job security is not really secure anymore. Um, and even like looking at 5 years ago, um, when or I should say 10 years ago, when this digital business started, many have established themselves even when when we were at the at 2020, when so much was going on. the pandemic, and so many have lost their jobs, um, and not just losing their jobs because they couldn't be there in person, but even because they were affected by the pandemic. And so these kind of changes come about. But I found that having to have this digital business on the side is a plan B, um, that will eventually be a plan A in God's timing. And so God took that little step of faith, that little step of faith that I did, um, and turned it into something bigger than even we as a couple ever expected. And this business has given us the kind of peace that says your future doesn't have to be controlled by shift schedules or uncertainty. Um, it does not have to be controlled by that. It becomes yours to run at your own pace, at your own time. And, God can bless the work of your hands in new ways, even online. Something that I never thought I could do, um, because now, the everything is online, the shopping online, bills are done online, and there's so many things that have transitioned online, even like online classes and things like that. So I can keep listing them, but it comes down to, what. So it comes down to what works for you, and that time that you're looking for, the time freedom that you're looking for, more time with family, and at the same time being able to earn and support. Um, and so here's a question that I like to ask. What does that peace now, because today's topic is about peace, and my question here is, what does peace look like for you right now? How do you, after having to share about peace, how do you interpret peace, or what does peace look like for you right now? Is it more time? Is it more financial stability? Or is it more rest? Or simply knowing God is guiding you into something new? So you can put down in the comments or write it down for yourself, this question here, and I'll ask again. Let me ask again here. What does peace look like for you right now? So it could be a different. I'm just listing three things that, just that I have in mind here, but it could be different for you. So um, here's the thing. I just want to, share a little prayer here that, let's let tonight, we um, let's be thankful for the peace and the kind that anchors, um, that steadies and comforts us. And that is a prayer for you as I pray for, my journey, the same with yours. And that peace covers every family, everyone that is watching tonight, um, to quiet our fears and guide our steps. And I pray that God's peace fill every home and every heart. And so that is my prayer for you, as I share about the Advent and peace, as today is today's topic is on peace. And so as I come to the end of this go live, I remember this, that you don't walk alone, that God's peace is your covering and his presence is your strength, and your next step in faith, in family, or even in the business do matter. So every step that you take, just take it with intention, and being purposeful, and knowing that you are doing something that with peace, knowing that it is not only helping you, not only helping your family, but others who are looking for that opportunity. So if you've been praying for more stability or more peace in your finances, and you're curious about what we are doing, send me a message or even watch our webinars. So today was a webinar. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do have free webinars, and you can sign up. I do have my website always here. You can message me, and there are shorter versions of it that I can share with you, if you're interested. So that is my website, www.maylive8.com, or you can message me here. Sometimes peace starts with one brave step, and that's what I did, and so many of us did. So let that be an encouragement for you. May your heart feel held. May your home feel lighter. May your peace lead you into your next blessing. And so that comes, that ends our Go Live for today. May you have a blessed rest of your day, evening, whatever time zone you're watching me from, or if you're watching the replay, do share this with someone that needs to be encouraged or needs to hear this, or is looking for an opportunity. Share this. And that is all from me. Good night, Vinaka, Foyexia, and God bless.